Hello everybody, I'm Debbie Indihar Giordano of Master Brokers. Welcome to my holiday update. We're about a week and a few days away from Christmas. This is the week of December 15th. Lots to share, so hang on to your hat. Let's get started. The Feds dropped the interest rate last week by 0.25%. Officials delivered a third consecutive interest rate reduction this last Wednesday and maintained their outlook for maybe just one more cut in 2026. The Fed actually voted 9-3 to lower the benchmark federal funds. It's now at a range of 3.5% to 3.75%. Speaking to reporters after the meeting, Chair Jerome Powell suggested that the Feds had now done enough to bolster the threat to unemployment and leaving rates high enough to continue weighing on pricing pressures. So what's that done for home rates? Well, a local bank I want to report in, it's got some really good rates. We're looking at a jumbo 7-year, 6-month ARM at 5.25%, jumbo 10-year, 6-month ARM at 5.625%, and a jumbo 30-year fix at 6.125%. And why do I just quote jumbo? Because our pricing is so high here that most all the loans are in the jumbo category. I believe that's over $1.2 million loan amount is where it's at. So let me talk about a unique advantage for sellers. A lot of homeowners are watching the market right now and thinking the same thing. Maybe we should wait to list. I was just analyzing the recent market data and this stood out to me. Buyers aren't waiting for spring. Home sales edged up 0.9% in October, the 6th increase in the last 7 months. And there aren't many new homes coming on the market. New listings fell by 1.4% month over month. When that happens, sellers have a bit more advantage and leverage. Well-priced, move-in ready homes are drawing serious buyers. And we'll talk about that as I close, what happened on the Treewood home this past week. These homes aren't the ones that are selling the fastest. Even if you don't have to sell, but want to, there are plenty of reasons to be optimistic. So we're preparing also an open house for this weekend and I'll talk about that. So before I dive into those statistics, let me talk about how to protect your home from the nation's most common disaster. That was in the Milpitas Post last Friday. Understanding the risks and requirements. Flood insurance covers damage from flooding, which can result from heavy rain, melting snow, we don't have that, coastal storm surges, and dam failures. So a lot of the Milpitas properties that I list, at least half of them, are in what's called the FEMA rated flood zone, even though years and years ago, the flood control district put a big flood drainage down the Calaveras Boulevard and Able Street. You'll see millions and millions of dollars worth of that project. And that eliminated a lot of the flooding, but flood insurance is still required. So if you have a loan, if you pay cash, of course you don't have to do that. But I have a great lead for flood insurance. I've been able to get a pricing that's maybe half off most flood insurances. So if you need that or need a resource, please contact me and I'll be happy to provide that for you. So let's look into what the housing market showed for November of last month, November 2025. The median days on market is 9. That's amazing, 9 days on market. And the average home got 104% over list price. The median price is still leveling. It's at $1.64 million in Milpitas. That's on the ZipLogic report. But let's look at what the Santa Clara County Association Realtors shows for their average pricing. There's 6 new listings last month, 11 currently in the inventory, 15 closed sales. Average, they show days on market of 16, where ZipLogic shows 6. So there may be a little change in that. The average pricing, though, from the Santa Clara County home site shows $1,813,000 for Milpitas. So that, I think that's roughly right about where we're at. So I want to share with you how we did at 45 Treewood Lane in San Jose. That's the open house I had last weekend. Talked about 45 buyers had come through the open house. Well, we actually only got one offer. So the list price is 1.6, but we're in contract for 1,630, believe it or not, 30,000 over list. I have a formula that I use that I generate the highest and best offer for my clients. I set an offer deadline. I let everybody know. I have a formula that I use that I can track the agents that download disclosures, contact them, see if there's any interest level, and have a dialogue going with those potential buyers and agents. So very happy. We're going to close that next month, and hopefully that will be good news, and that'll be another one off the plate. So what do I have this weekend? I'm inviting you to 2101 Eurydius Ranch Road in Milpitas. That's my beautiful 5-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,405 square foot, almost a 15,000 square foot corner lot. Home is 25 years old, but vaulted ceilings, curved entryway, and staircase makes it really inviting. Price point in that is $2,998,888. So hope to see you this Saturday, Sunday from 2 to 4. And then we'll be following up with one more open house the following weekend, also December 27th and 28th, also from 2 to 4. And then offer deadline the following week. So I just had a call today from my client at 390 Monmouth Drive in Milpitas. We were holding off this year, so it's a trust sale, and they're ready to get ready at the beginning of the year. That'll be $1.7 million for a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,775 square feet. Needs updating, but there's a good potential for that. Then we got 247 Delia Street in San Jose coming up. Getting that prep January, February. That price is $1,398,888. Great price for a 2,100 square foot home at the base of the Alum Rock foothills. And 385 Monmouth Street is on the books. To hope to talk to those folks next year. And 479 Heath Street also in Milpitas. So if you're ready to get your home ready, we can talk. 408-945-8988 or Giordano DJ at AOL.com. I'll bring my team in. We'll get you the top dollar for your home in this amazing, amazing market. Lots of buyers. Hope to talk to you soon. Take care. See you next week. Bye-bye.